Honorable High Representatives of states, governments, international and national institutions, distinguished participants of this commemorative gathering, ladies and gentlemen, my deep feelings and emotions overtake me as I bond the memory of the innocent victims, fellow Roma and Sinti European citizens who were murdered in Auschwitz-Birkenau in the name of an artificial mental construct of racial purity. It is bitterly ironic that the tormentors who perceive their victims as subhuman only managed to conclude the gruesome task on their second attempt. Their foray into the so-called Gypsy camp on May 16, 1944, in fact, had met with fierce resistance by the inmates, and the executioners had to abandon their planned assassination of the interned Roma and Sinti, albeit only temporarily, because they came back. This day should remind all of us some of the darkest moments of European history. Finally, out of the ashes of all the victims, we are here commemorating in a Europe which enjoys an unprecedented long stretch of peace and affluence. It is by remembering and education that we will continue to maintain the peace and strengthen human rights that guarantee the prosperity and the continuous advancement of all European citizens. Thus, it is our duty to uphold and strengthen ARA's commitment to research, remembrance, and foremost education on the genocide of the Roma and Sinti, the so-called Samud Daribin. It is an unceasing process that will make society at large aware of the travails of their fellow citizens, and furthermore will do away with, I hope, entrenched stereotypes of the other. The scourge of anti-Gypsyism or anti-Roma racism or anti-Roma discrimination, a major factor that led to the genocide, has to be eradicated. ARA's commitment to all of the above has been transubstantiated into concrete actions, the culmination in some instances of work of many years by its committee on the genocide of the Roma, whose work I would like now to commend. It was during the German presidency of the Alliance that the working definition on anti-Gypsyism was unanimously adopted by all member countries, and is currently, during the Greek presidency, that the committee has been tasked to develop and introduce guidelines on how to teach the genocide of the Roma and Sinti, the Roma Holocaust, as it were, in schools. The memory of the victims and the remembrance of this dark chapter in European history should serve as the springboard for all of us to strive for the eradication of any form of racism that, in the end, is detrimental to society as a whole. Racism is a burden on all of us. So look and don't forget. Dich hena bister. I thank you.